Greed is a poison, but it's not the only poison. There are many poisons, mind poisons. Ignorance is kind of at the root of all of them. But really, we can't identify a first poison because all these poisons have arisen holding each other up by each other's bootstraps. Non-origination. We can't talk about a first cause because such talk is nonsense. It leads to infinite loops. So even though ignorance does look like the cause of the other unwholesome mental factors and of the entire universe, it is difficult or impossible to place a starting point of ignorance in some linear time. If all this is mind, at some point mind fell into ignorance. But that was not the beginning of mind. The Buddha spoke of a consciousness non-manifesting, boundless, and luminous all around when he was talking to Baka the Brahma. Baka said, "There is nothing beyond my realm." The Buddha had told him that he could disappear from Baka the Brahma if he wanted. And Baka was like, "No way, there's nothing out there. It would just be a futile effort." And the Buddha says, "No. Beyond your realm there is consciousness, non-manifesting, boundless and luminous all around." So it's this same consciousness, non-manifesting, boundless and luminous all around, which has become all of this. Bounded. The light has been restricted. It's not luminous all around. Light flows in streams. Consciousness creates boundaries. When consciousness manifests, all these mental factors arise over beginningless time. Mind objects are taken to be external objects. Once identity view has arisen, the subject and object have been split, although they are not two. So it's kind of trippy to think about, when did consciousness, non-manifesting, boundless and luminous all around, when did it fall into avidya, anti-truth, believing in me and mine? And not only once me and mine, but infinite variations of me and mine. Infinite configurations of aggregates with minds that hold me and mine and my abode. Body, property, and abode. It's all pretty wild. But then it's all good. Doesn't matter how wild it is. Not everybody looks and sees how strange it all is, and that's okay. Sometimes the same thing that gives me great comfort, confidence, and strength will turn around and bite me. The ultimate ineffable is ultimately loving, but it's also a good teacher. And so it's always teaching. But those lessons are not always pleasant lessons. Life is weird. The fact that we even live life is weird. The fact that I woke up into this body with this mind, it's weird. Why not just not wake up into this body and mind? Why does anything exist rather than not exist? Who knows? We exist in a situation where things do seem to exist, though. And in this realm, this conceptual, conventional reality, there is suffering. Although it may be like a dream, it's better to have a happy dream than a terrifying, sad, painful nightmare. So even if this is dreamlike, there is still reason to dwell with God in the Brahma Viharas with love, the desire and activity to see beings happy, and then compassion, the desire and activity to relieve suffering, and then sympathetic joy, when we see others happy and relieved of suffering, we feel their joy. We are joyful with them, joyful for them. And this is an antidote to jealousy. And then there is the final and most difficult, impartiality. We spread this love, compassion, and sympathetic joy in all directions, reaching all beings, or that at least that's the goal. Various conditions have arisen to where our love is partial, for the most part. It takes a lot of work to spread love from partiality to impartiality. We have preference. We have people we are familiar with, family and friends. We can use the love that we feel for these people as a tool to expand that feeling, which is only for a few people. Expand it out. Hold that feeling in mind and amplify it. Fill the Buddhaverse.